Okay, so, all right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Carlos, and that is Noah from West Coast Flunkies. Noah. And then my little sister's over there. She's off screen. Yeah. We're out here in Vegas. I'm not here on vacation, but we're
Tell
really...
Marilyn I said hello.
Marilyn, Noah says hello. She says hello. So, we got a lot of stuff. I came out here to Vegas. We're on vacation and stuff. Or my wife's on vacation, and I just tagged along, is what I like to say. And we brought my mom and my little sister here and stuff. So, been traveling. I've been doing some on Saturday. Well, I recorded some videos on Saturdays because I started seeing this Mortal Kombat X, the new game that came out, all the fatalities and stuff. So what I did was I took my GoPro and recorded all the reactions to the fatalities and the X-rays and stuff.
Nice. And
my little sister only lasted 4 minutes. She was disgusted with it. So I'm gonna post that video. I gotta edit that video and do like a picture-in-picture with the video that they watched.
I have the game.
Also
I bought the game for the wife for Mother's Day. I got her a game and her own controller because my PS4 only has one controller. And so the Mother's Day, because her and I have always loved Mortal Kombat since the beginning. And I legitimately was like, I'm getting you Mortal Kombat for Mother's Day. And she's like, all right. Like she's for it. It's not like one of the ones where I'm like, hey, here's your Mother's Day gift and I bought it for me. She plays with me. And then she got mad because I was playing yesterday. Okay. I was playing some on Saturday while she was out, and she's like, "Oh, you're already playing without me," and I'm like, "Yeah," because usually she kicks my butt. I go, "I gotta get some practice in time in before I go up against you." It's my handicap.
Yeah.
So she was laughing at
nice.
Me. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. So, have you done any of the fatalities and all that stuff?
Well, it doesn't let me do any of the fatalities in story mode. It does the X-rays, and some of the X-rays are just like they're clean. What Marilyn, your sister, probably is disgusted. I think I've always had the gore on Mortal Kombat, and there's some cool ones. Like they did a really good job on some of these X-rays. I haven't seen any of the fatalities other than just on some of the videos because we haven't played any one-on-one matches yet. So, hello.
So, as you can see, we have 2 rooms, and apparently, come here.
Tell her, say finish him.
So this is my daughter, and she's obviously with us and stuff, but.
Hi, Jules.
Say hi, baby. She can't hear you.
Oh, there she is. She can wave.
Yeah. So, yeah, blowing kisses and everything, so. Okay, go with mommy. So, yeah, she's kind of having fun and stuff. My little sister took her to, we're staying at the Circus is where we're staying at. Okay. And it was pretty good. And then my little sister took her to Adventure Dome, their little kids' place. And she got her face painted and stuff like that. By the way, the buffets out here, super expensive. I don't think we're doing that again.
We go to... Yeah. When we went to the real one. We made a point. Now, it's super expensive, right? But, dude, you'll fall in love. There is just food from everywhere, and it's huge. So it's like $30 for the brunch buffet thing. But, of course, all you can eat, and they got the best food. So it's worth it. We kind of, instead of doing several buffets, we save up on our way out. We hit the real one, and we just kill it. And it's so much nicer and worth going, the real one. If you can swing it and afford it, it's the way to go. A little pricier, but well worth if you just do the one and not several.
So we did the one here in Circus, and it was 3 adults, 1 senior, and 1 child. Like almost $100. So it was like, that was well, it wasn't too bad. I mean, it's like almost.
Yeah.
So that's 5 people. It's $20 a pop or whatever.
4 of us.
So it's not
like 120 at the real one for 4 of us. It was 120, 4 adults. So
Yeah.
But well worth it. Well,
we might hit up the Denny's. Yeah, we might hit up somewhere else today.
You should hit the
I'm
Denny's.
okay with, like, spending money.
That's the story, too. When we were going into Vegas, the Denny's at, I think it was Barstow, because we hit this traffic, and so we used the Waze app and got off and tried to kill some time, because Barstow was just, and Denny's, dude, this waitress at Denny's was just Kool-Aid smiling at me, like, left and right. Like, Lisa's like, dude, she's got a hot for you. I'm like, hey, maybe see if she wants to go to Vegas with us, but Lisa's like, dude, she was kind of cute too, and I'm like, I don't believe it, I don't buy it, and she's like, look, and then we were paying, I was out having a smoke, and I looked back, and sure enough, she's still eyeballing, so Lisa's like, we gotta go, I was like, we gotta go back to this Denny's.
Yeah, so I think we'll do that, but I think today's schedule, I'll post pictures up on our Facebook over at C2C Outdoors, also do some on Twitter and stuff. I took some pictures yesterday, but I think I posted those on our my personal stuff. I haven't really posted anything on that stuff. So I think today's schedule for us, I think we're going to Venetian, try to go to the Eiffel Tower, gondolas, going over to we're doing a magic show tonight over by the MGM something. There's a magic show. Somebody's doing a magic show, so we're doing that.
Nice.
Tonight. We're also doing, going over to Caesars, obviously, Monte Carlo for the waterworks. I don't know where that's at. I think it's Monte. I don't know where it's at. So wherever the waterworks is.
Bellagio.
Bellagio. So we're going to Bellagio. Excalibur. Yeah. We're going to Excalibur to go see.
At Venetian, when we went, we spent a good day, like, just kind of roaming around the gondolas and all the shops, and we found this place. I think it was just something like I Love Burgers or whatever, something like that, up in the Venetian, and it was fairly reasonably priced, like if you're going to feed a family, and it was pretty good. If you can look for it, I think there's a couple pictures on our personal Facebook, but it's like I Love Burgers, and they got, like, all these different kinds of burgers, and it's really good, and they had these, like, poutine fries. You know, so it's like cheese curds and gravy and mushrooms and fries, and we were like just grubbing on them. So if you can get a chance to eat there, that's a good place, and it's kid friendly. You know, like Jules will have a good time. That it's not like fancy, like so. Yeah.
So we might try to do all that stuff, and then I think the big thing is my daughter wants to go see Excalibur because it looks like a castle. Well, it's a castle. Like a princess castle is what she says. Oh, princess castle. So she wants to go see the princess castle.
Nice.
So we're gonna go over there and just kind of do that stuff. But that's kind of what we're doing today. I think tomorrow we haven't really figured out what we're doing.
When you coming home?
So tomorrow's Tuesday. Not till Wednesday.
Nice.
Actually, Wednesday. We leave here Wednesday. But we will probably not be home until probably Friday. We got some stuff that we got to take care of down in LA. So
nice.
But yeah, so that's kind of what we're doing and stuff.
Well,
so
that means if you're gonna have 2 days in LA, I expect to see a visit from you.
Yeah. So
don't let Lisa find out again that you're in town and you don't come by and see. She was mad at you last time, remember?
Well, I know. So we're going to try to do that. What else are we going to try to do? I don't know what we're doing tomorrow or Wednesday.
You guys going to go down to Fremont at all?
Wednesday, we're...
the new light show they got up on the ceiling was pretty cool. This kind of alien attack thing. They got a new show down there. Because we stayed down in Fremont, down... when we stayed. And
Fremont Street?
Yeah, we made a vow now that we're going to stay at Rio for like $20 more a night. We were going to stay back at Rio because we spent most of the day up the Strip anyway. Like, because I hadn't been to Vegas and downtown since, like, they just started constructing the kind of the archways and stuff. And I mean, it tells you how long ago I stayed in the Lady Luck the last time I was down in downtown. Which they took down. I was in high school. I've been to Vegas since, but so I wanted to see downtown and just see the hoopla, and we're like, yeah, we don't need to go down there. Then they had this really fun kind of contemporary casino the girls were dressed as the kind of 1920s flapper, and the guys were in kind of pinstripe gangster style suits. And it was really contemporary, a lot of young people, but it wasn't rowdy like college. And then the girls were dealers, and they would rotate. There was a couple kind of platforms, and then one would hop up and they would kind of dance. I had contemporary, like our music and stuff, and not, you know, and it was a little loud to really truly gamble, but like we were hitting the roulette, like just playing it. And then the girls would get up and rotate, and they would kind of dance. Nothing crazy. Like you could bring Jules in there, and it's not like, oh, but it was fun because it was contemporary, and then they would hop down. So the girls were kind of dancers, and it just made it fun. And, you know, we enjoyed it. It was a pretty cool little, like, kind of ride at the end of Fremont. So that was where, you know, and then we spent most of our time at, like, the Venetian. The Venetian's got this awesome, it's a digital roulette, but the wheel and ball is real, but then we're playing on computers. So you're sitting there at like kind of a thing and having to bet chips, you know, like we were doing the live one. And it's so much fun because you could just sit and bet and drink, and it was doing a real one. And that was the best I did. I turned like $40 into like $170. So it was fun.
You'll be mad at me.
Huh?
Because yesterday I took my mom, and I like playing craps. That's what I like to play. So my wife said, here's $40. I still hadn't gone to the bank. I need to go to the bank actually today. But she's like, here's $40. And then I brought my mom down there, and I taught her how to play craps. And I was like, this is how you play craps, and this is where you bet and stuff. And you just got to watch the shooters and stuff and see what they're doing. Man, then I started betting. So I took $40, right? That's all my wife gave me, $40. It was up about 300, and then came back down with. We came back down to. I almost lost it all, and then went back up, and I think I ended up with 100 on top of the 40. So
that's awesome.
I came out ahead, $100. Came out $100, but that's what paid. That's what paid for dinner.
Oh, but that's the fun to it to me. Like I took that $40 knowing I could go waste it on drinks or food that, you know, it's gonna last an hour, or you could take that $40 and play a couple hours and enjoy and get some free drinks as they bring it in. And when I got up, I'm not like, oh, we can pay rent now. Like it was like, oh, let's play it again. And so we bought some goodies at the M&M store, and I played it again, and I ended up losing it. And it's like, okay, I lost $40. I don't see that I lost 170. I spent 40 on 2 days, you know, a day and a half for 2 days in states. So that's the way I see it.
We were playing. What else were we playing? We were playing penny slots yesterday. My wife was playing penny slots. And
nickel.
If you've been to the Circus, there's a rotating carousel inside the hotel. So we went into this rotating carousel, and they have slot machines, penny slot machines and stuff. So she throws down $20. So what is 2,000 credits or whatever it is. Started playing. You know, 40 cents every spin. And then there's if you get to spin because you get to pick this stuff, and it's all fine and dandy. She kept spinning the wheel, and on the wheel it said super jackpot. So if you hit the super jackpot, it's $15,000.
Okay. We
sat there for like 3-4 hours, fucking spinning that wheel, just dumping. It was $20, you know. Yeah, we were there for 3 or 4 hours on $20.
Yeah.
Fucking spinning. We came so fucking close, like 20, 30 times of it. Like missed it by one all the time. It was like a couple times we missed it by 2. That wasn't so devastating. But when you see it and you see the little thing, it's like fucking Wheel of Fortune. Like, you know, you hit
that's my nickel game.
The cash prize of
Wheel of Fortune is my nickel game. Yeah.
So you're like, come on, Super Jackpot, fucking yelling there.
You know this episode's not going to be on YouTube.
Look like a fool.
You dropped like 20 F-bombs right now. You just dropped like 20 F-bombs right now.
We're gonna have to bleep that out or make it.
It was like, that's awesome. Well, that's the same thing. Lisa and I were waiting for her friends, and so we were just kind of rummaging through the last few dollars we had, and we found this Ellen kind of spinny lineup machine, and Lisa's playing it, and there's this little knob on it that you can spin. she didn't know, so she's just sitting there fiddling, playing with the spinner. It's kind of like a knob, like an old Atari knob. And she went through like $3, not realizing that she's like max betting and just doing this spin because she just thought she was just fiddling. That she had to push the button. And then I sit down with like $6 and I hit like 5 or 6 of these bonus jackpots. Nothing big, but it like gives you this extra game to double your. And she's like, I've been playing for like 30 minutes. And I like sit down and I get up to like $80. And she's like, I want to play the Peter Pan. So I felt bad. I gave it the $80 and she goes through like this $80 in like 5 minutes on this Peter Pan game. I'm like, we should have stayed back at the Ellen machine.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Oh, it was good, yes, sir. I think we used a couple of bucks yesterday and stuff, but today we're doing more sightseeing and stuff. Nice. If I find a craps table that I like, I'll shoot down there. My mom loves craps now.
You got her hooked, huh?
Because she understands it.
Yeah, they got me hooked
She's
on
like,
roulette.
oh,
I was the same way. I'd be like, nickel slots, and they explained me roulette, and I'm like, let's play roulette. I like it.
I like roulette, but I like it when it's like $1 minimum.
Yeah,
because
that's all.
It increases. I think it increases your.
That's all we were playing.
The odds.
We were playing. I think it was a $5 minimum. It was a $5 minimum bet. But we were playing, or at least because we were playing the 2 sections, like on the line and then numbers, and then when you can do it digitally, you can like kind of double these. And as you set up the little 1, 2, 3, you're betting that row, you're doubling those ones, and then I'd always just throw one on green just to be, and then double zeros my numbers, and it rarely hit, but when it did, you're like, oh, sweet, $1 gave me $10 or so.
Oh, the best was seeing my mom, because if you play the field in craps and you get a 12, it pays triple.
Oh,
the best is seeing my mom. Somebody threw a 12, and she had a $10 there, then I had like 15 or something. And then she's like, seeing that they're stacking it up and giving her a 25, and she's like, why did I get that? Remember? And I was explaining to her, I was like, listen, if they hit a 2 or a 12, that means we get paid. You know, all the other numbers, we just get our money back. That's all we're doing. But 2 or 12, that's what we want. And she's like, oh, fucking 12. She's like, yeah. So she's like, yep, buying the field. So
that's funny.
Yeah, that was hilarious. So, but yeah, that was pretty cool. What else we got? Oh, so I got some race news.
Okay.
I'm really tired.
I bet.
I'm really tired, so I'm sorry about all the stuff. I didn't go to bed till like 1 or something because I was really tired. Well, not really tired. I was gambling.
Yeah.
And I was drinking a lot. So, I don't get it. Like, they would bring me, so I drink a lot of bourbon. So I would order bourbon. It's free when you're playing and stuff. Yeah. But I was like, they would bring it in little shot glasses. I was like, I just bourbon straight up or bourbon on the rocks or something. And they're like, hey, here's a little shot glass. Dude, I was like, every time the lady come, I just order a new one. It's like, okay, so I got one. You know, bring another one because by the time you come back, I'll guarantee you this is going to be gone. This is not very good. And then my mom, she's been here a lot. She, like, as soon as we got here, she got this, where is it? I'm trying to find this margarita picture thing. It's literally.
We got one of those.
It's one of those tall ones, $15.
It's like 3 feet.
$15, and they, 3 feet tall. They filled it up with liquor and some margarita mix. I was like, oh my God, you're going to drink that? She drank it. She was buzzed. So that was pretty crazy.
You got to record her when she's buzzed, man. That's going to be funny. I can see.
So I don't know if you. I don't think you can record in the casino and stuff.
I'm not sure if you can or not, but you can when you guys are like trotting down the street and she's got her big 3 feet of margarita and she's stumbling.
Oh yeah. So, all right. So for Ray's news, this is the only one that I looked up today because I'm obviously on my phone and stuff, trying to get all that, so I don't have all my show notes and stuff. But I will next week we'll talk about We Rock and all these other race events.
Okay.
So here's Ultra 4. Ultra 4 had a race, so they had kind of a short course combo race that is over in Prairie City, over here in NorCal. Well, NorCal is where I live. So for the main heat, congratulations to all the guys that made the main heat. There's 28 drivers, 1, 2, and 3. Lauren Healy was number 1. He's a prior king. Shannon Campbell came out number 2. He's a prior king also. Waylon Campbell, Shannon Campbell's son, came in 3. Derek West came in 4. Levi Shirley is in 5. Number 6 is Mike Clenzen. I screwed up his name. Number 7, Rob Kirby. So I want to see what car he's in. Tom Ways on number 8. He's got an IFS 1-seater. I think that was Lauren Healy's old car. I'm pretty sure. Well, here, I'll look that up next week. Mike Bowe, number 9. Darren Hankey, number 10. Let's see if I can recognize any of these other names here. Cody Addington, he's out of NorCal too. 22, he finished 22 on the main heat. Gary Fernavante Sr., 27. Greg Adler, he came out in 20. I thought he didn't go, so somebody drove his car. I saw something that he didn't go or something, so he might have gone, but I'm not sure. Andrew McLaughlin out of Arizona. He came out 15th. So that was a 4,400 main event. We'll go 4,800, the main event. So we have 1, 2, and 3. 1 is Mike Marrell. Number 2 is Ernie Hardaway. Number 3 is James Hubbard. 47. Actually, let me make sure that I haven't missed anybody else. Yeah. 4,700 class, the main event. Ricky Johnson came in number 1. Number 2 was Bailey Cole. So that is, I think that is Dave Cole's son. Luke Johnson is number 3. So Ricky Johnson and Luke Johnson might be the short course guys, but I'm not sure. I honestly didn't pay attention because I was out in LA. I was just kind of looked at the race results this morning. So sorry, I didn't bring too much news. I'll have better news next week for you guys about all the stuff that happened once I get home. So I'll just list all this stuff. 4,600 main event results was Matthew Peterson, and 46. That was number 1. Number 2 was Ben Barroza. Number 3 was Sean McNamara. Oh, I screwed up his name, and I really do apologize.
Is it McNamara?
Sure. That sounds good. 4,500 main results. I'm going to go with what you said.
All right.
Number 1, 4,500. Those are a modified class. Sean Rance. Number 2, Justin Hall. Number 3, Cody McBride. Jordan Townsend came in number 9. Alan Johnson, he's from Arizona, also came in 12. UTV Pro. They have UTVs now. We're just going to go 1 through 4. That's what we got for 1 through 4. John Duckworth, number 1. Number 2, Buzz Brosema. Luke Horschel, number 3. Number 4, Andrew Ghostman. UTV Sportsman, number 1, 2, and 3, Philip Cagliagro. Number 2, Nathan Unruh. Number 3 is Mel Wade, the 4th. And that is it for the Ultra 4.
I'm going to have to look that up. I wonder if that's, what do you call it, the extreme off-road or whatever. Neil, my son, has a friend. His name is Melvin Wade, I believe. And his dad and parents have an off-road shop out in Orange County. Or Placentia, I believe, is Fullerton. I wonder if it's them out there racing.
I think it is.
I didn't know if they were
I'm
racing.
pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mel Wade is racing. Or I don't know if he's still racing. So those are the end of the results on that. I'll get more in depth next week once I get all the stories and all that stuff put together. And then what else we got?
Want to know? I've just realized an interesting fact, right? Every day this week, the date will be the same forward as it will be backwards. So today is 5/11/15, and backwards will be 5/11/15. Tomorrow 5/12/15 will be 5/12. Every day from the 10th to the 15th will be the same backwards. Isn't that interesting?
Okay. That is interesting. I'm trying to look for some more news here. Sorry. How was Mother's Day for you?
It was great. We spent the day in bed watching Harry Potter marathon.
Harry Potter.
Very nice. And did as little as possible. We had some usual plans that we'd like to do, but funds this year were just tight, so we just stayed in, hung out.
Yeah, I get it.
Had spaghetti dinner that she likes.
What did we do?
You were driving to Vegas.
Yeah, we woke up early, ate a bunch of food, drove to Vegas, got here, won a little cash. That was pretty good. Taught my mom how to gamble.
Nice.
And then we were here. I really do. I am excited when I get back home to show the video. So I'll put the video up as soon as I get home and edit it and all that stuff for the reactions. I got a bunch of reactions from my cousins, nieces, and nephews.
All right.
Made them watch. Well, I didn't make them watch anything, but they chose to watch the Mortal Kombat Fatalities.
That's good. Is it the
that
same?
Was awesome.
Is it the same ones that were laughing at you when you fell on your skateboard?
Yeah.
There you go.
Pretty much. So yeah, that was good.
Nice.
So yeah, and then that was it. So it was all good. So I know it's a short podcast today, but we're kind of out and about today. So we'll have some more material for you guys next week. Oh, by the way, I know we didn't put the safety show on Coast to Coast. We had some things come up last week.
Yeah,
apologize about that.
I had all my fire extinguisher facts already laid out. So whenever you want to do that,
we're gonna do. I want to do a proper show. So I want to get my stuff, and there was a lot of stuff going on last week as far as us getting ready to come out here, and then.
And what do you mean?
Trying to gather all our facts. We want to make sure that we're
gonna light stuff on fire.
No, I want to show videos, and I want to do all this stuff, like what people need inside their cars.
I wanted to
what
light
is
stuff
happening
on fire.
is, I think the biggest thing that happened over the weekend is some guy's Jeep went on fire. If you follow our Twitter or Facebook, you're gonna see the Jeep that I was talking about over at Silver Lake. What happened was, I think he was pulling somebody up, or he was pulling himself up. And what happened is there was oil leaking. It got hot, caught fire. It just engulfed the whole Jeep and stuff. And
gotcha.
It's uncertain if he had a fire extinguisher, but once a car catches fire, it's really hard, to put the fire out and stuff, unless you got proper stuff. So, there are stuff you can do, but it's more fire prevention.
Yeah,
I think at this point. So we're hoping, we want to make sure that the stuff that we tell you guys is that you guys implement, and we hope that nobody gets hurt and stuff. So I want to make sure that, hey, if I give you, say, hey, you want to put like a, we'll talk about it once we do a show, do the safety show. We'll tell you about the seat belts, fire extinguishers, all the different types of fire extinguishers, what you can put inside your engine compartment, what you can do inside the cab. Obviously, this is for buggies and stuff like that, but you also can do some for inside your personal vehicle, inside your Jeep or whatever it is you take off-roading. Sure. You know, you can put a engine fire extinguisher. So that's all we got. Is there anything else you want to say? Just remember to like us or go to our Twitter account. It's C2C Outdoors, and if you have any...
The site is fully up. Everything's on there. Videos, podcasts, site is functioning. I believe we got update bios, but we're still working on those. But for everybody else, all the podcasts can listen to directly onto the site. All the videos you can watch directly onto the site, ncnspreview.com. It's fully up and working and ready to go. Yep.
So just go make sure ncnspreview.com. It'll get you West Coast Flunkies. It also gets you Coast to Coast Outdoors. This week, we are not, well, I'll see if we have a show. More than likely or not, we're not going to have a show this week for Coast to Coast Outdoors because I'm still traveling. Okay. I'll talk to the guys and see if they want to do. Me and you will do the safety, but I think that'll come next week for sure. Come next week
Sounds good. When you
for
get
Coast to Coast Outdoors. This week, when I get home. And then we'll go from there. If we do a show, I'll have some other updates and stuff and go from there. All right. Follow us on Coast to Coast Outdoors, Facebook and Twitter. We might get a Snapchat. My little sister's on Snapchat all the time, and so we might do Snapchat videos and stuff. Other than that, peace. You can stop recording.